think even it made me hyper aware of like the venting, like at times we need to vent or whatever. I'm a verbal processor.
Yeah.
And my husband is a safe place, but I don't want to leave a residue on him. I don't want to leave any sort of residue. And I was just, the Lord, as he was showing this to me, was showing me certain situations and people and conversations in my life where like I would walk away because I was hyper aware of this. I would walk away from each situation this one particular day where I was like, okay, that person was so close to, I could tell they had judgment in their heart towards a certain leader. Mm-hmm. And had I continued to listen, chances are the enemy could have gotten in there and caused me to start carrying the secondhand offense that they were carrying.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
And then I moved on. He was showing me like the next conversation was not like gossip. It wasn't slander, but it wasn't like uplifting to the Lord. Mm-hmm. It wasn't something that was glorifying God. And so I found that although I didn't feel like I was sitting, next conversation, didn't feel like I was sitting in like a sinful conversation or an uncomfortable conversation, I walked away feeling not like my eyes were fixed on Jesus, you know, and not trying to sound like I'm being legalistic, but the truth of the matter is, man, where we're at today in the world, he is our everything. Jesus is my everything. I need him more than anything else. And it's not like I can't afford to play with fire anymore. I can't afford to be lukewarm. I can't afford to, the Lord was showing me earlier, getting on, when you get on those roller coaster rides that go upside down, you have to be strapped in. I can't afford to get onto a ride not strapped in. Like we can't do that anymore. And not that anyone ever should have, but just where we are today, the enemy is coming after identity hardcore, and he wants to twist things, and he wants to and there's just little, and we can talk about that later, but that's where the urgency in this is, you know, like you can't afford to give him even an inch, like a little tiny crack in the open window. He's going to smash that thing wide open. We can't afford to do that. Mm-hmm. So this particular day, after I'd released this word, God was just showing me every conversation I had. Then I came to a conversation, I'll say the name, my friend Jesse and Sarah. I love them because, man, we talk about the prophetic and we talk about what God is doing and we talk about, and it's this mutual edifying thing, and we make jokes and we laugh, but it's so pure and it's so unadulterated that when I walk away from them, I feel almost homesick for heaven. And like, that's my way of saying it. It makes me want more. It makes me want more, and we build each other up. And I feel like that is the place where relationships need to be. And we can, like Jesse and I can be nerds together, and we can whatever, but it's Jesus is being cultivated more and more and more. That Holy Spirit is stirring. Yeah. And we can't walk away having diluted faith either. Like some conversations, I'm like, oh gosh, I don't want to argue with you, because sometimes in the argument, and Proverbs talks so much about avoiding arguments with fools. Sorry, but sometimes when someone, all they want to do is argue, what's happening in their heart is that there is some sort of mixture, and you don't want your faith to be diluted by arguing with a fool.